Hello, today I'll be looking at the Takara Tomy Transformers Missing Link Convoy, or as most of us know him as, Optimus Prime. This is the C-01 toy accurate version. It comes with the trailer, unlike the C-02 cartoon accurate version. And here's the box. It's a typical looking G1 box with the grid and the nice artwork here. But this artwork is new. I think it's supposed to represent his new articulation. However, his legs cannot go forward this way or bend this way. So it's not exactly accurate to the toy, but it's still a cool looking artwork. I mean, the old artwork also couldn't, he couldn't do the poses in that artwork either for the old one. And here's the side of the box. Him posing with his gun. And here's the back of the box. The nice typical back of the box G1 artwork. And he has a bio here. I think it's in Japanese. I can't read it, but if you can, go for it. And he has a tech spec here. And the C-02 came with a tech spec decoder, so I expect this one to come with a tech spec decoder. And here's some product shots showing off his accessories and some gimmicks. Here's the other side, him posing with his Energon axe. Here's the top product shot with him doing the original G1 box artwork pose, and not much at the bottom. So for fun, let's do some box comparisons. Here he is compared to the Takara Tomy Encore release. And you can see there's some slight differences. The artwork is different. And obviously the product shot is different. But there's also some other positionally different things like this. And obviously this is Encore and this is C-01. And you can see that this one has the foam insert as opposed to the plastic clamshell. So I think this one is actually more G1 accurate. And it has this gray outline, which I think is also more G1 accurate. Let's compare the sides. So for the Encore, you just have the static or the not very dynamic pose as compared to the Missing Link. And for the back, you have the same back of the box artwork, but the Missing Link one has the bio and tech spec, which is more accurate to the G1 than the Encore release. And then we have the similar product shots with the accessories and gimmicks. For the other side, the Encore just has the exact same product shot. And the Missing Link has the pose with the Energon axe. And here's the top. So I also have another Optimus Prime, a KO. So this is the Black Convoy KO. And I think this box is actually more similar to the original G1 box. So you can see that it does have the gray outline. So this one is probably more similar to the original G1. The KO box has the tab. There's the side. And the back So this is, I think this is probably how the original tech spec looked like. The other side is the same on the KO box. And the top of the KO box has the transformation. So that's probably more similar to the original G1. So let's open it up and check them out. So on the side flap, it has the robot points. And this other thing again that I don't know what it says because it's in Japanese. And here he is in his styrofoam insert. We have his trailer and the matrix of leadership all in this gold chrome. Looks really nice. His energon axe, roller, his ion blaster, and I'm guessing the wheels for roller, yep. And also missiles on spools. Here's the hose and gas thingy, pump. So let's take a look at his accessories. Oh, and there's the instructions. And yep, there's a tech spec decoder. Let's just quickly take a look at the accessories. Here's the wheels for roller on a spool. And the missiles for the drone. Energon axe in this more familiar transparent orange. The matrix of leadership in this shiny gold chrome. His ion blaster. No paint on this one. It's very similar to the original toy. And we have a hose and gas pump. And the roller body. And let's get him out. It's in here pretty tight. Let's see if I can just slide it out at the same time or together. Has this protection plastic sheets. So here he is out of the packaging with his trailer. If you didn't know any better, you just think it was a normal G1 reissue. Rolls pretty good. So here's the trailer. It looks very similar to the other reissues that I have, but the color does seem a little bit lighter. The gray looks a little bit more like a tan to me. A nice Autobot logo here, the blue stripe. And here's the cab. The blue is much darker than the cartoon accurate version. Let's open up the trailer. You lift this up a little bit and you can open it like that. And then, not mistaken, you just fold it out. And then actually you also want to pull out these stabilizers. There's the stickers already tape-graphed on the inside. And we have the drone, same as the original. The radar dish, the opening canopy. This doesn't feel very tight, it's a little bit loose. And I guess we can take out the missiles from the sprue. Then just place them in here. Seems to be spring-loaded, so I guess you can shoot them. Nice. I guess not suitable for small children. And roller. Here we have roller. I believe you need to use all 6 of these wheels. I say I believe, but I'm pretty confident. You just snap it in, snap them in. There you have roller assembled. It has plastic wheels. Rolls pretty good. And I think these things were supposed to plug into this thing here on the original, but and then it shot out, but it doesn't have it here. But it does have this. You can rotate this part to reveal this siren, which I don't think was on the original toy. But I think we did see him have this feature in the cartoon, so it's nice to have this feature. Even though this is the toy accurate version. And I don't think you can pull the trailer. Unless you want to use the light piece. And yeah, he can run up to it. But that's not, I don't think that's the intention of this light piece. So let's take a closer look at the drone. It was originally folded like this. So you just need to fold it out, fold it up. And this top part has this rotation articulation. And it's on a, is it on a ball joint? No. But it's on this joint that allows it to have like a a lot of movement. So you can move it like almost any which way. And it has these arms. This is a radar dish. You can fold it up. And this has articulation. It can go around. And you can actually move it by rotating this piece here. It's like a gear. So you can rotate it like that. And on the other side, it has this kind of repair arm. It has a lot of articulation. You can fold it out. You can articulate the grapple part. You can flip it upside down. Fold it around. Yeah. So there's quite a bit of articulation for this arm. And another feature of the drone is that you can detach it. So it's a little bit tight. So it might be a little bit scary to try to remove it, but all you need to do is hold on to this piece here and then just slide it forward. So there's a tab here at the back of it that slides into this slot here. And there's another piece on the bottom right here, right there, that slides into this slot here. So you just need to lay it flat and then just slide it straight in, like so. And another feature of the trailer is that you can store his gun. Just peg the handle into this slot here. And then if you want to close it up, you can lay the drone down like this so that the gun clears the drone. But there's actually no place to put the axe. So you can just put it anywhere. Unfortunately, it'll be rattling around. But now you can close the trailer with the gun and the axe inside. See, it fits, and you can hear the axe rattling around inside. And another thing you can do, as you can see that there's a hole here, you can actually pull up the drone and make it stick out of the trailer through this hole and put it in this trailer battle mode, which is pretty cool. So now it's completely closed. So now you can have the drone sticking out of the trailer and I don't know, detecting Decepticons or something. And I guess like also if there was a Diaclone pilot in here, he could like be a good secondary attack, or maybe a primary attack is what Prime going to do in his trailer mode. Yeah, so he can be in attack mode while he's in vehicle mode. The last gimmick that I want to show is not the best, so save the worst for last. It comes with this gas pump and hose, and you just need to connect the hose to the other two pieces. So the hose is a rubbery material, so it bends. But because it's rubber, it won't stay in place or anything. And you can just take this peg and peg it into this slot here. So now you have this hose just hanging around. And I guess it can refuel roller, but he doesn't have like any place to put fuel in, so it's not the best gimmick. Yeah, there you have it. So that's his trailer. Overall, it's very cool. Oh, and I was wrong. That was not the last feature. This trailer has yet another feature. If you flip it vertically, it can act as a repair bay for Optimus Prime. Something like this. So let's take a look at the instructions. So he comes with the tech spec decoder and this bio card, which is different from the cartoon version. And he has his instruction sheet. This time it's a two-sided instruction sheet. Probably the instructions for the transformation of the trailer, whereas the C-02 version only came with a one-sided instruction sheet because it didn't come with a trailer. It comes with a sticker sheet, even though everything is already tempoed on. And here's the same pamphlet. That I guess shows off all that he can do and all that he comes with. So let's take a look at his tech specs. Should be the same as the other one since it's still Optimus Prime. I can see this one slightly better. Since he is Optimus Prime, it's not surprising that he has mostly 10 ratings, but he has a couple of lower ratings, around 7 or something. I think one of it is speed. I'm not sure what the other one is. So let's do a trailer comparison. The top one is the Missing Link trailer, and the bottom one is the Commemorative reissue. Right away, you can see that there's a color difference in all the colors. So the top one, the Missing Link trailer, is a much lighter color palette. The gray is lighter, the blue is lighter, and the red is lighter. So overall, other than the color differences, I don't see any other molding differences. And on the back, the molding looks the same. from the top. It looks the same, even the terrible swirl marks. This side looks the same. The bottom. So for the bottom, I can see there's a slight difference in this part here. This part seems thicker on the missing link version and thinner on the commemorative reissue version. I'm not sure why that is. Yeah, there's this piece also that's molded differently. So you can see there's this Go sticker here. It's not on the missing link one, but maybe it's on the sticker sheet. Yeah, the sticker sheet has the Go sticker if you want to make it the same as the commemorative reissue, and it also has all these other panel stickers that's on the commemorative reissue that's not tempoed onto the new version. So you're gonna have to use stickers if you want it to look the same. The other difference is that the commemorative reissue has this launcher for roller that's missing from the new missing link version. So this is the Hasbro version, so it's not spring-loaded. For Roller himself, there's a difference here on this piece. So this one has this light. The old one doesn't have that at all. And this piece here has a slightly different molding. Other than that, I think it's mostly the same. So the rims on the missing link version are silver, and they're black on the commemorative reissue version. So I think the other day I was a little bit too excited about taking a look at the missing link C-02 Prime that I missed a couple of steps in the transformation. So today I'm going to show you the proper transformation with all the steps. And there are quite a few extra steps this time. So first, what you want to do is you want to rotate out the forearms like how you would with the original G1 Prime. But this time he has his fists attached to the forearms, unlike with the original Prime where the fists were separate pieces. So you just want to rotate out the fists. Then you want to go underneath here and untab these wheels. They're now tabbed into this piece. And then what you want to do is the legs are also tabbed together, so you want to untab them. And then there are these tabs here that you want to clear, so you want to just split them a little bit apart and then rotate them down. And now what you want to do is you want to, this piece is already kind of coming apart. You want to separate it. And then you want to fold up the feet. Then you can rotate these wheels back down. And then to rotate out the arms. And then rotate the head up. And there you have the missing link Prime in his robot mode. So a new feature on this figure that wasn't on the original is that when you open up his chest, it reveals on matrix chamber. And actually you can fold this chest down much more than the original. In the original, it only folded down 90 degrees. And here's the matrix chamber. It's a very nice silver chrome. And one thing that I actually didn't show in my C-02 video is that you can actually pull this out. So you just pull it forward here. And then you can see that it has the original seats that are on all the other versions. And here's the matrix chamber. It's very nice and chromy and blingy. I like it. On the C-02, it was black instead of chrome, but I think I like the chrome better. And on this version, you can also remove it. And of course, it comes with a matrix to go in that matrix chamber. We saw it earlier, this nice gold chrome matrix with this blue chrome center. And it fits in the matrix chamber, like so. Yeah, so I guess with the windows being more clear yellowish, you can really see the chrominess of the matrix and the matrix chamber. Whereas the cartoon version, it's very tinted blue, and it's a little bit harder to see it. But I guess maybe that fits with the theme of this being more animation accurate and this being more toy accurate. So the articulation would be the same for the same as the C-02 version, but I can show it again. The head rotates 360. It can't move up or down. I mean, other than this, but then it breaks the sculpt. There's no sideways tilt. The arms rotate 360, same as the original toy, but it has an additional outward movement. You can see that it's on this double joint, and you can actually rotate it all the way up, or pretty far up. And there's now there's a clickety elbow bend, but it only bends 90 degrees like the original. And there's a elbow swivel, and you have wrist rotation like the original, but now you have some finger articulation. The four fingers go out together on this pin. There's no thumb articulation. You can also bend the wrist inwards for the transformation mainly. And for the waist, there's a slight waist rotation. It's hindered by these wheels. Even if you lift them up, it still hinders the movement. Now there's also an ab crunch. So that's pretty cool. And now for the main articulation update is with the legs. So now with the legs, as before, with the original, he could kick backwards 90 degrees. But now he can kick forwards almost 90 degrees. So he can do this split now. And the legs can rotate out now. And if you move the wheels out of the way, they can rotate almost 180. So then he can almost do the Van Damme splits. And as with the original, he has a knee bend. Now there's a nice clickety ratchet. And he can go further than 90 degrees now. And his toes, now there's a toe tilt, unlike the original. And it can go down, mainly for the transformation, like the original. And now it can also go up. So that's pretty cool. Do a good walking pose. And he also has, thigh rotation. It's pretty tight. Oh, it's really tight. So he can do much more dynamic stances. Yeah, so I already looked at the cartoon version. Otherwise, I would just like think that this was so cool. It's just like the original version, but the original toy, but with much more articulation. And for his other accessories, of course, he comes with his ion blaster, and you just peg it in with this peg. And he comes with his Energon axe. And like with the cartoon version, you just pull it down here and then peg it into his fist and then close it up. There he is with his weapons. So let's do a comparison with the cartoon version. So for the cartoon version, you can see that the blue is much lighter than the toy version. And the gray part here on the crest is not silver, it's more like a light gray. And the eyes are blue on the animation version and yellow on the toy version. The windows are tinted blue on the animation version and light yellow on the toy version. The tampograph on this gray line here, it's I think this one is more muted. This one is more shiny a little bit. And obviously there's a tampograph here of the detailing and none here. I just applied the stickers on this, but it's pretty much the same. The legs look pretty much the same, except for the tampograph on the new detailing on the below the knee here and on the toes. And I think, and the Autobot logo here is the outline of the animation accurate logo, whereas this actually looks like a sticker, but it's also tampographed on, but it's made to look like a sticker, so it looks more like the original toy. And I think that's all the differences. Yeah, the back looks pretty much the same. So let's compare him to one of the older primes. I'm going to look at the Hasbro Commemorative Reissue Prime, only because he has the stickers, and ideally I would compare him to the Encore version, but my Encore version doesn't have the stickers applied. So I think the blue actually looks lighter on this one than the Hasbro version, like a teeny bit lighter. And you can see that the eyes here are actually like painted wider. I'm pretty sure it's the same sculpt. I think it's just a difference in the paint application where they painted it like wider on the Hasbro version. So you can see it's hard to tell, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. I'm pretty sure the sculpt is the same, and they just painted it wider on the Hasbro release or the older versions. In terms of the windows, I think this one is a darker tint, but also also a darker yellow tint. It's hard to tell with the matrix in there. Maybe if I remove it. No, it's pretty much the same. So the windows are pretty much the same. And these are stickers, and these are tampographs. Stickers, tampographs. There are these two holes here that are not here. These are removable fists, and these are not removable. And the crotch part is different to add in the extra leg articulation. The thigh, now there's a cut on the thigh where there wasn't before. The stickers are now tampographs. Same with the toes. And the feet now have this cut here for the ankle pivot, whereas there's no cut here. It's really scratched up. And the bottom of the feet are molded differently for the extra articulation. You can see this is a thicker piece and this is a thinner piece. And this back piece is molded slightly different. And the back. This whole section is now different. And this hole is bigger than this hole. And this stripe goes all the way to the back, whereas it didn't on the older version. And this piece looks different than this one. Yeah, this whole section looks different for the articulation. And the thigh cut also in the back. And there's this extra gap for the knee articulation. I noticed that there were these dots here on the new missing link versions. I'm not sure what they are or what happened there, but it's not on the old one. But it's on both missing link versions. And here he is compared to a G1 Megatron, which has no articulation, barely any. Yeah, the robot mode for G1 Megatron is kind of terrible in my opinion. But tried to make it look the best that I could. Because I think typically you would transform him like this. I think the instructions tell you to transform him spread the legs out further so that it's like this, but to me that looks terrible. That looks terrible. So I prefer to just like not pull it out all the way and just have it almost like an A stance, but yeah, I think that looks slightly better. It's still like not a great looking figure. The alt mode is pretty awesome. One of the best alt modes in G1, in my opinion. Here he is with New Age David. So here he is next to the Earthrise / Kingdom Optimus Prime. Obviously the proportions on the Earthrise Optimus Prime look much better, but I think the G1 Optimus Prime also has his own charm, and the materials and the paint on the G1 version are much nicer, and also I think the plastic actually feels better. So, but I think they both have their own merits, and I like them both. So this video went longer than I expected it to, since I already did a video for the C-02, but that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.